That was a good hit, guys. Welcome to a Stoney through Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Which is such a gigantic step up from that dog shit known as Origins. Alright. I'm kidding. That game was not complete dog shit. But it was so boring and so dull. And as you can see, Odyssey just isn't. And it really didn't have as much to do with the combat system, I don't know. I can't really nail what it was with that game, but it just felt like they had a lot of great pieces for the puzzle, but they could not put them all together. And it feels like Odyssey is really putting all those puzzle pieces together. Now, the story in Origins was great because it did deal with the assassins quite a bit, but it also had really shoddy execution in the story, so as great as the story was, it wasn't an enjoyable story, now was it, per se? I don't know. I think some people did enjoy it, but I think a lot of people left that story and went, it's lacking. It could have been better. And Odyssey doesn't have any of those problems. However, it does show me that the Assassin's Creed series perhaps has a greater problem on its hands. An identity crisis. Because the Assassin's Creed Origin game tried to keep the assassins at the forefront of the story to make it an Assassin's game, but it left a lot of the gameplay hallmarks kind of in the dust. I mean, it had platforming and it had the parkour and it had assassinations, but they didn't really feel like the rest of the Assassin's Creed game did. It's like, as much as it was trying to have all these elements make it an Assassin's Creed game, they just couldn't nail it properly. And this game completely goes away from most of the Assassin stuff, but yet it feels like an Assassin's Creed game, believe it or not. And it's made me think, what really makes an Assassin's Creed game? The combat, without a doubt, being melee-oriented and somewhat realistic is definitely a hallmark of the series. And I would say that, again, platforming and parkour are hallmarks of the series. But to me, it's not just in those things being a part of the game, but how they're executed. It's the worlds that you play in the Assassin's Creed games that make them so much fun. Without a doubt, Assassin's Creed 2 was great because you were running across the rooftops of Rome at its prime.
So was it the Athenians?
I'm sorry, that was Italy. My bad. I've smoked a little ganja and it definitely got to the brain. But that's what we want, because you know what? A lot of people think the atomic bomb was badass. I think an atomic bong is fucking badass. Because when the atomic bomb goes off, there's devastation and radiation. When the atomic bomb goes off, there's celebration! And I just completely and utterly lost track of my thoughts.
I'm not sure.
Let's check in with Cassandra. Cassandra, how you doing, girl? We gotta find the stolen food. Oh, I hate it when I have to fucking find a location on the map like this shit. It's how much I mean, granted, I could not turn on the guided mode. It wouldn't be difficult like this, but then I just feel like I'm cheating. Thank you, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, for shaming me into playing the game. Tell me, this is how we intend the game to be played. As if I play the other game and that's not how you intended it. You know, fuck it. I'll play it your way, but I'm not going to like it. And just because of that, I turned all the other shit down. I turned it to easy, and I turned the auto level shit completely off. Well, not completely off, because you can't do that either, but you can have them at least fall 4 levels behind you. I don't know. I have lost track of my thoughts yet again. What were we doing? Right. We were gonna... Oh! I could just use it for this. Great! That's just great. So, I didn't need to go to my map to kind of put a mark. I could have just used the fucking bullshit. You having fun, guys? I'm having fun. I don't know about you, but... Oh, I just passed some wood, but evidently I don't have any.
Being cooked near
I thought it was funny. Fuck all you. How long did it take you to realize that you can parkour your way down by holding O? It took me a long time of jumping to my death. I finally realized that they have all the parkour elements that were in the previous games. They just don't force you holding R2 anymore. Which makes a lot of sense. I'm not really against it, and what the hell just happened? These long load times definitely screw with the
Is this a
game.
private gathering? Or can anyone join?
What are you? Please. Please just leave.
So
Damn, girl, you got a hell of a tan. I know it's not a tan, don't get too offended by that, but really, why is there so many just plain white people like Cassandra? And then you see these random people and they happen to be the poor ones. I'm not against having that in the game if they're even making that be like a good thing, like they're showing the evil empire making the poor people suffer and you can be the poor people's savior. That's great, but they're talking with regular European accents and they don't appear to be Muslim. I don't know what these people are supposed to be or what they're supposed to be from. I've never seen a person of that color in this time period setting. And I'm not trying to complain about it, but obviously I have to point this out. It just feels weird. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, he looks kind of Muslim. But she looks very dark. So I'm not getting it. And obviously I know Muslim is not a... Oh god. I've done it. I hear the PC. I've crossed the politically correct line. I forgot that they're Arab and not Muslim. Oh my god. See, moving right along. But no, obviously I know that they look Arab but not Muslim. That I just made America great again, didn't I? Alright. We're actually going to recover from this and we're not going to edit all that out like anybody else would because I do not believe in censorship. And this is as good a time as any to talk about that because I've already put my foot in my mouth. So let's just discuss this for one point of why we're going to leave that in and why censorship is crappy. Because if I edited that out like it would never happen and went on about the jokes of the show, we would have just lost a valuable teaching moment. When I could have pointed out to all of you who were shaking your head in agreement, yes, they look Muslim. Wow, no they don't, they look Arab. What the fuck? I was just having a brain fart because I'm stoned. But all you agreeing with me, that was a teachable moment for all of us where I get to look like the dumbass. Now, admittedly, I just shamed some of you. I'm sorry, I again crossed that line. I hear the PCs. Because I've crossed that line again. But, you know, we just all learned from me crossing those lines, did we not? Some of you are groaning and moaning and probably turned off the video. But we all just learned from that. And I think that's great. And I think we just had a great discussion about censorship. So, back to your regularly scheduled programming. Are you guys having fun so far? I know I am. And it's great to see Cassandra exploring such a beautifully realized historical location. I really want to get back on my soapbox, but I'm trying to think of a worthy topic to switch to. But for now, we'll just play the game. And a bunch of you just clicked out of the video and woohoo! We did it. We made all those fuckers leave, so it's just us. It is all just about you and me. Because I know there's only like 1 or 2 people who are actually going to watch this. And this is just for us. So now that they've gone, we are going to talk about religion. I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding.
Did you find the ones
No, we're just going to talk bullshit about the people who just left the video. Did you imagine that people could just leave for hearing some good satire? For hearing some good jokes? For hearing somebody else's opinion? For watching somebody make a fool of themselves? They don't find this entertaining? But yeah, you're going to go watch PewDiePie and find that fucking hilarious. I don't know about you guys, but I like to learn while I'm watching somebody be a fucking idiot. If they're just being an idiot to get your attention, what the hell point is that? We all have movies like Dumb and Dumber in our collection and Wayne's World. We can go watch those if we want to see people being idiots for fun.
What did you have in mind?
Because at least when they're doing that, they're clever about it. And it took a long damn time. Now, obviously, I'm just shitting on PewDiePie because he is very, very famous. He's one of the most famous YouTubers out there. So I chose to shit on him to make myself look cool. That's what a troll does. And see, I just did that to make a point. Because really, PewDiePie, I love you and everything you do, and please don't smite me.
Of course.
It was just a
think of how
joke.
much you'll have on
Learn
your
to
new
take a
contract
joke, my
Athens has
friends.
given him to thwart our
You can
plans.
like things that make fun of other things.
Suppose you're
We
right.
can all laugh
Any
together.
idea where to start looking?
He could be anywhere.
Or we can all cry together if you want to beat the shit out of us for making a joke.
We've sent out
Seems
a
that's
couple
what a lot of
reports,
people want to do
but they never
today.
return.
Just go on Twitter when anybody makes a joke and look at how everybody's just waiting to pounce on them for making a joke. Now, I'm not naming celebrities who've made certain jokes, and I'm not coming to any certain celebrity's defense. I am just saying on a grand scale, if you're faulting a comedian for telling a joke, you may have something wrong in your life. Because whether they're a good or bad comedian, they're telling jokes. They don't mean for things that they're saying to be taken utterly seriously. They just mean to say funny, fucked up shit to get laughs. And maybe we're approaching a time when we won't have that anymore. And what a wonderful world that will be without people to say the funny, fucked up shit that makes us all laugh. Huh? Won't that be great? Because you and I both know we all have laughed at some fucked up, twisted shit. And it was awesome. And it didn't mean that we were taking that fucked up, twisted subject lightly. It just meant that we all valued our sanity, and laughing is good for all of us. But of course, there's somebody out there who can't laugh, who can't take a joke, who can't enjoy life, and, well, god damn it, they have to ruin it for every one of us, don't they? And then they expect us all to applaud them. Thank you! I'm so glad that you're shutting up some of the funniest people on the planet. Because I have news for you. You look to these people like they're some sort of role model. Most people understand this one thing about comics. They're the most fucked up human beings in the world. And comedy is a form of therapy for them and anyone who chooses to partake. And that's the great thing about the freedom world, isn't it? Freedom America is what we should be calling it, because America's great again, isn't it? We can all be free to laugh and to joke around. Because, see, now the world's all skewed and upside down. It used to just be comics that were the fucked up people. But now when you got a fucked up idiot running the goddamn shit, everybody's like, well, no, everybody just quiet. Nobody can be funny anymore because this person's trying to be funny and they're sucking at it. And while they're sucking at it, they're causing World War III to be brewing in the middle of it. I can see why you want us all to shut up, but not all of us have aspirations to be in high political office. Some of us just want to be the class clown and leave it at that. Because the class clown is what allows us all to live a little longer. We all laugh. We're all able to forget how fucked up everything else is. And that's the beauty of it. If you can take the most fucked up, tragic thing, like, I don't know, a bus with a bunch of church-going kids on their way to Disney World, and that bus explodes in a ball of fire and death and destruction, mayhem, and hell. And I just imagine what happened. That driver, right as it all was happening, was going, "Jesus, help! Jesus, help! Jesus!" And Jesus looked at them and went, "I'm sending my thoughts and my prayers." Now we all know that was some funny ass shit, right? It doesn't mean that we're glad those little fuckers are dead. Those little bastards deserve to burn to death and be dismembered and all that, didn't they? No. It just means that when we're thinking about something that disturbing, we need a little lighter subject added on to it to laugh at. That way we don't all go, "Oh my God, this world is so fucking horrible. What am I going to do?" For all those Christians who go, "God works in mysterious ways," I just have to tell them, yeah, and that's what comics do. They fix the world. They make us all laugh at the things that make us question the world. Wow. I just realized how long I was on my soapbox and I've crushed the damn thing. But that was a great time. Let's just finish the mission. And we'll all clean up. I know we are all feeling dirty from this discussion. And once we've cleaned up, we'll go on about our lives. We'll forget the past 15 minutes have ever happened. Because that's what we generally do. We'll hear something that offends us or bothers us, and most of the smart people just clicked out of the video. But most of the stupid people found something that they could latch onto and attack, not realizing that this entire segment was written and recorded with a very, very specific purpose. Yes, because some of us can be fools on purpose.
This is something you did yourself.
Some of us like to make fun of ourselves so the rest of you can laugh and enjoy your life. Isn't that swell? It's just not so swell when that kind of person is the one running the goddamn country and making choices that take away pay from people and making them starve and lose their homes. That's not so great, is it? It's been a blast, guys. You have a good one. Check out megamediaoverload.blogspot.com for more.